Hello friends, welcome to .NET In the previous article, we have seen how to create Treeview with database data in MVC4 application. Here in this article, I will show you how to create Treeview in AngularJS for render hierarchical datasets, folder views, and other similar data structure. In this article, I have used angularTreeview directive for generate Treeview from hierarchical data. Follow the following steps in order to implement Treeview in AngularJS application. Okay, let's start. First of all, we have to create an application. In this article, we have used Visual Studio 2013. So, for create a project, go to File menu, then New, then click on Project. Here select ASP.NET Web Application under Web, and then enter your application name. And select your folder location, and then click on OK button. It will brings up a new dialog window for select templates. Here I will select MVC and don't need anything else from here, so click on OK button. Done. Our application is created. Now I will create a database for our application. As this is a tutorial project, I will add database in our application here in the app folder. So go to your Solution Explorer, right click on app data, then add new item. It will brings up a new dialog window. Here I will select SQL Server Database under data, and then enter your database name, and then click on add button. Our database is created. Now I will add a database table here in this database. In this example, I would like to render file structure of my application in the Treeview. So I will add a table here for my application file structure. Double click on the database, then right click on tables node for add new table, then click on add new table. Here I will create a table for store hierarchical data in our database. So my table name is my file structure. Now click on update button. So everything is okay. Now click on update database for create the table. Our table is created. Now I will insert some data in our table, and open your table, show table data. You can see here I have added a parent ID in our database table for identify the parent nodes. For the item at the top of the Treeview, we will fill 0. So here in this row you can see I have filled 0 value for the parent ID of this root file. Okay, it's done. Now we will add an entity data model. Go to Solution Explorer, right click on your project name, add, and click on new item. Here select ADO.NET entity data model under data, and then enter your data model name. And then click on add button. A dialog window will brings up here. We will select generate from database, as we have already created our database, and then click on next button. Here I will select my database, or you can also create new connection by clicking new connection button. After select, I will click on next button. From here checked tables, as we just need tables for now, and then click on finish button. An entity data model is added in our project. Now we will add an MVC controller. For add MVC controller in your application, go to Solution Explorer, right click on controllers folder, then click add, and then click on controller. From here I will select MBC5 controller empty, click on add button. Yes, I'll provide home name, click on add button. Okay, the home controller is already exist. Yes, I want to replace it. Yes, home controller is created. Leave this controller empty for now. I will work on it later. Let's close. In this article I'm going to use AngularTreeview directive. This is a popular directive for render tree view from hierarchical data in AngularJS application. So I will open this from GitHub. Here is the AngularTreeview directive. You can see here the AngularTreeview. Okay, so first of all I will download all the required files from GitHub and we'll add into our project. Those are required. So download zip. You can also download from here. This URL I will provide in the it's downloaded. You can see here this file I have downloaded. Now I need to include the required files in our application. So first of all, angular.treeview.js, just I'll copy this one and I'll paste here this script folder, and the CSS also required. I'll place it in the content folder. There are some images also, so I'll copy this entire folder of image and paste it here. Okay, done. All the resource file is added. Okay, now you can see here in the example model there is an additional field children for identify child nodes. So we will add an additional field in our model, and for that reason we need to add a partial class here for add the additional field children. Okay, let's go to our application. Here I will add one folder first. Extended model. Here I will add another field, but I would not like to modify this file because it's generated from entity framework and entity model file, so it should not change this one. So I will create a partial class for add an additional field here in this class. Right click on your extended model, add class, then click on add button. You can see here this is added in the namespace, so I don't need this one. I need to remove here as I will make this class partial class. So now here we can add additional fields. For now I need to just add one additional fields for hold child nodes, and it can be multiple, so it will be list type of my file structure. It's done. Now we need to write a recursion method for recursively get all the childrens and make our JSON result as per example model required for AngularTreeview directive. So I'm going to add the method in the home controller. So first open your home controller. Here I will write method for recursively get all the childrens. public void get Treeview. I need few parameters here. This is the actual list. Now I need to one more for the current node which is processing, and then then I will add one more parameter here for final result, return final result. It will be reference type, list of my file structure, return list. Okay, first of all I will find out the current items children's. In this way we can find the child's element for a single item. You can see here I have find out the children's of a current node, and then I have added all the children's here, and now I need to also check if the children has any sub child or not. So for each I'll call the same method from here. This is called recursion method. So here it will be list. Now current is I and ref return list. So this is done. We need to write another method for call this method from that method. So public void here I will find top levels. Now from here I will call get Treeview. For get child elements. Our recursion method is completed. Now we need to add another MBC action here in this home controller for fetch data from database and return from here as a JSON result for build the Treeview. Okay, it should be JSON result get file structure. So this action is also done. Now we will add a JavaScript file where we will write AngularJS code for creating an Angular module and an Angular controller. Here in our application I will add a JavaScript file into script folders. So go to your Solution Explorer, right click on your scripts folder, then add and click on new item. From here I will select JavaScript file, okay, and then enter your JavaScript file name here and then click on add button. File is added. Now here I will write Angular code for create an Angular module and an Angular controller. Okay, so var app is equal to Angular dot module my app and also we need to add here the directive module, which is angularTreeview. You can see in the documents this is also specified. We need to include this name here. You can see here the uses. Okay, it's done. Now I will add a controller. We need scope. We need $HTTP services for fetch data from server side. Then response.data.traylist. So this file is completed. Now we need to add a view. You can see here the index method is already added. Now we need to add a view for that index action. Okay, right click on your index name, action name, sorry, and then add view. We don't need any model here. Okay, click on add button. Sorry, file already, the file is already exist, as we have used the default MVC template. That's why already added some action and the view for that corresponding action. Don't worry, we can replace it. Yes. Here I will add a span for show selected nodes. Now we will add another Treeview for render Treeview. list. This list will be here. It's our database field ID. It should be file name, as we need to show the file name here from database, and data node okay. It should be children's. That field we have added in our partial class, this one, children's. Okay, this is done. Now here we need to add record JS and CSS files. So here we need angularTreeview CSS for looks perfect, and we need to add some JS file here, Angular library, and the Treeview directive. So we need to write here inside script section so first of all I will add Angular library script src this one, and then we'll add the directive file which is angularTreeview, and lastly we need to add one more, those we have created, myapp.js. So this file is ready. Now we are ready to run this application for test. Okay, now run your application, make sure everything is working perfect or not. Hey, you can see here our Treeview is rendered successfully. Okay, this is done, but the selected node is not working. Just take a look. Okay, actually I have set the tree ID, so I need to also mention it here, tree ID dot current node dot file name. Now refresh this one and let's check now it's working or not. Yes, now it's working. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.